Here are 10 online reviews of the audiobook titled, The Hate You Give. Written by Angie Thomas. Narrated by Bonnie Turpin. 1. One-dimensional characters, lazy story writing. I just don't get the hype. Was hoping for a young female perspective boys in the hood or do the right thing, and so disappointed to find a totally predictable plot full of one-note characters, from the good cop uncle to the bad cop shooter to the black pride dad to the white boyfriend, referred to in the book as a wigger. No character evolved or did anything surprising, and since the entire book is written from a single narrator perspective, you don't get any interesting insights from other characters. I struggled to finish it. The narrators' voices, especially the daddy voice, was annoying. Like when your mom read you a bedtime story in a male character voice. 2. Spoon-fed stereotypes written at a high school level. Sometimes I wonder about 5-star reviewed books. How could I dislike a book so much when so many people think it's the best? I gave it 3 hours and hated every minute of it. I couldn't finish the audiobook. Uninteresting, stereotypical characters in a story that's straight out of episode of Law and Order without the suspense. I kept hoping something of interest would happen, but the awful performance of the reader coupled with the high school depth characters had me throwing in the towel. The synopsis of the book will save you $15 in 11 hours of your life. 3. Is an activist positive or negative? I read this, my daughter's required high school summer reading. I am disappointed that we both wasted our time. This book takes the racist point of view from a black perspective. There are stories for every situation, yours, mine and the truth. All people from the American Indian to the African American need to embrace being American and seek opportunity in lieu of chronically finding ways to play the victim role. Choosing to focus on being a victim is not much of a foundation on which to find opportunity. Police are good and protect everyone. Certainly we can find examples of police, priests, and politicians that are bad, but you can find a lot more good people if you look for them. All lives matter. Can you imagine a world without police? Would that world be more or less safe? 4. Lost opportunity. I enjoyed the perspective of the story and insights into the personal feelings regarding discrimination and interracial relationships. However, the depiction of the shooting was simplistic to the point of being insulting to police departments everywhere and will, unfortunately, have conservatives rolling their eyes rather than being persuaded to your point of view. This is a shame. Don't we have enough real stories of shootings and racist police brutality that could have been depicted with facts from the actual events? A little research into a real event could have made this a powerfully moving story to persuade both sides. As it is, I would put it on the level with Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry. 5. Kitsch. This is what's wrong with America. Why are young people supposed to read moralistic drivel when there's real literature? Why must everything be simplified and turned into teen language? Let them read Baldwin and the Toni Morrison. Are young people supposed to be stupid? I don't understand why this is a bestseller. Well, of course, simplicity sells. 6. A read for everyone. This book is particularly poignant in this time of police killing black boys/teens/men for no other reason than the fact that they are black. This has gotten way past injustice. They don't even get a slap on the wrist. Thank God, Derek Chauvin was convicted and sentenced to 22.5 years. As far as I'm concerned, it should have been life, but at least he was convicted. Maybe finally these police persons will think before they kill. This book brings it home. 7. Perspective-changing story. While we hear so much about police shooting and killing black men and women, this tells the side of the story we don't hear in the media. Star gives voice to the people and communities impacted by this violence. The characters are compelling and so well developed. The narration is outstanding, one of the best I have listened to. This is a must-read. 8. Everyone should read with an open mind. This book does not portray all cops as bad nor all blacks as good. There are many important lessons within this book. Sometimes you should shut your mouth even if you are right. There are some bad cops. There are some bad people of color. There are some good people that have sold drugs. I am a white woman that grew up in the 1960s. Of the many things that I have learned over the years, the most important is to try and see issues from the other's point of view. Racism is always bad. 9. Coming of age in America. Star is a relatable character coming of age when she witnesses the murder of her best friend at the hands of police. As Star maneuvers the days that follow, the reader sees into her life as a young black teen and sees the reality of a world where people live in duality, both sides of the law, with an uncle who's a cop that raised her part of her life while her father, a former gangbanger, was in prison, both sides of the education system, as she lives in a predominantly black neighborhood but attends a mostly white private school, both sides of poverty as she reflects on her young life in the projects before. Her parents made it, both sides of social life, with black friends at home and a white boyfriend at school. Bonnie Turpin draws you in as she reads the text and reads at a comfortable pace for listeners to follow. The story doesn't come with a surprise ending, or a plot twist. It's not a fairy tale. The characters may not be real, but the story is all too true in America. 10. Important book to read. I think the story is well written. Angie Thomas does a good job at bringing the reader into a world that they are not familiar with. It also has important conversations with police brutality. What is not so great is the performance. I'm not sure why they felt the need to give accents to other characters. The voice given for the Latin cop, the voice for Haley, and the voice for Maya's mother are all bothersome. She also reads incredibly slow. I'm glad Audible allows you to speed up more than 2x speed. Besides that though, it's a good book. Thank you for watching. Please, do not forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Tune in for more online audiobooks reviews.